guys, so it is my 41-week update today. I'm actually overdue. I am 1 week past my due date, which was on the 6th of this month. And I went to my doc's appointment on the 6th this past Friday, and then I had another appointment this past Wednesday on the 11th. So I guess I'll just update you guys on both of my appointments. So on Friday the 6th, I went in and just had a regular prenatal checkup. My weight gain then was 140, and my blood pressure was good, everything was good. I actually got my cervix checked again, and I am still at 0.5 centimeters on that Friday, this past Friday. So I've been at 0.5 centimeter since my 37-week checkup, so nothing has changed since then, and that was pretty much it. And then this past Wednesday, since I went past my due date, I had my NST, which is the non-stress test. They basically do these for moms who are past their due date, or if they have any health concerns about baby or mom, they take these tests, and it just kind of verifies to see how baby's fetal movements are, fetal heartbeats are going, and just detecting if you as a mom are having contractions. And that's exactly what happened to me at my NST test this past weekend, or this past Wednesday. Baby's heartbeat was good and fetal movements were well. She was just very sleepy, so she wasn't as active. And she hasn't been as active during the day as she usually is at night. So it was kind of hard to kind of detect that, but baby was very healthy. And then I had like very minor contractions. It wasn't like anything like intense, and they were like spread it out like sporadically. It wasn't like every few minutes or every couple of minutes. It was like very spread it out. So nothing intense as of now, which is kind of like stressful because I am 41 weeks today and I am 1 week past my due date. This past Wednesday on the 11th, I weighed 139.8. So in total, I've gained about 30 to 31 pounds throughout this whole pregnancy. And I considered a healthy weight gain for my height and my my pre-pregnancy weight. So I'm not going to worry about that too much right now, because I think right now my main focus is just, focusing on baby and just, the labor and delivery process and the postpartum part. Also, on top of that, a lot of you guys had asked me about stretch marks, and you guys saw my photos and stuff like that. I haven't noticed any stretch marks other than the ones that I've mentioned to you guys in the past. Just on my left side of my waist, and then my thighs, the back of my thighs, and that's pretty much it. But nothing on my belly so far as of yet, knowing that she is still in there baking. So I've been very lucky throughout this whole pregnancy. I've been just very active and healthy, but at least I tried. I'm surprised baby still isn't here yet. So that's a little disappointing. And I guess when they say be as active or as healthy, it is good for you and baby, but in terms of, does it help you induce labor? Not really. I guess it didn't prove me right in this pregnancy. I guess being active and staying healthy didn't work for me. And I think it was probably, like a lot of moms have been telling me, it just might have been a wrong estimated due date, and that could be very true. I mean, these are just estimations, they're not like accurate. So they're giving my baby until this Monday for me to deliver, and if I don't deliver by Monday at 5 p.m. I have to go in and get induced, and that is kind of scary for me because you guys know throughout this whole process, I told you guys that I wanted, the all natural way and nothing like medicine wise. But that's something that I can't control. If baby doesn't want to come and I'm past a certain amount of weeks after my due date, it's, I'm putting baby and myself at risk. So it's something that I can't control, and it's something in God's plan. I always believe that whatever happens in life, it's kind of like what God has planned for me. And maybe if it's not the natural way, it's going to work a different way. So I have to accept that. And it's been kind of hard, but I've been facing the fact that, you know, baby girl just still wants to bake to her perfection. And I'm just going to have to let her be her and not force her unless, you know, I have to, which is Monday. So hopefully if she doesn't come by Monday, my induction process goes smoothly, labor and delivery goes smooth, and hopefully by then, my next update, obviously she will be here by my next update, because Monday is the furthest they'll let me. I'll be 41 weeks and 3 days on Monday, so they don't want me to go past 42, which baby is nice and healthy, and I'm healthy myself, but I know that baby girl is already going to be a big baby. At 37 weeks, she was already 6 pounds and 14 ounces. So I'm kind of like at the edge right now where, you know, should I wait another 4 days until 42 weeks and then decide from there, like go the induction route? But I'm kind of like risking myself. You know, I'm petite, she's a big baby, and as natural as I want to be, induction is going to be the naturalist way, and hopefully the process will continue from there. But I haven't really been feeling much contractions, which is kind of crazy. This past Wednesday, the 11th, at my NST and ultrasound visit and my regular prenatal visit, I had another cervix check, and I just wanted to see what or where I was standing at, and I was still at 1/2 centimeter, which is like so stressful and nerve-wracking and frustrating, because, you know, the past 3 weeks I've been 1/2 centimeter, nothing has worked. And I did ask my midwife to strip my membrane. Now, stripping your membrane is actually not popping your water, but it's the thin layer that kind of protects you from your cervix and the opening, whatever it's called, uterus, I don't know. What the midwife does is she takes her finger and she strips the membrane a little bit, and that kind of helps produce prostaglandins. I think I pronounced that right. And it's supposed to help your uterus to contract, help the process of contractions. And she did do that, and after the process of stripping my membrane, when I came back home later that night, I did have like brown discharge, which she did say that it was normal because it's literally stripping your membrane. And I had a little bit of spotting, but nothing like extreme to the point where I had to call my doctor. So that's that. If you are at the point where you are at the end of your pregnancy, you can always ask your midwife or your doctor, your OB, to strip you. It's totally safe, and I know a lot of moms do that, especially me. I was only at 1/2 centimeter, and it was very hard for my doctors to actually strip me. It took them 2 times, the second visit. So I think if you are a little further along in your dilation, if that's even a word, it's probably more successful for them to actually scrape you a little bit more than being so closed. So that's what I had them do. And I don't know, I haven't been feeling much contractions, like I said. I have, you know, minor cramping, nothing extreme. Like, these cramps are bearable. They're not cramps where like, oh, I can't walk, I can't talk. Because my midwife and my OBs did say that if you can't talk or if you can't walk, it means you're in labor. And I have, you know, these crampings and contractions haven't been to the point. You know, I've been timing them, and they've been kind of like irregular, and they haven't been consistent. So it's not anything near labor or anything like that. So I don't know, I'm just trying to stay positive. And, you know, my sister came from Wisconsin to visit me, or from Minnesota to visit me, a week and a half ago, and we were hoping that baby would be here, but it was unfortunate that she wasn't able to see baby, so she left home already. And my mom's been here since the 31st of last month, and it's been about 2 weeks now, and she's very anxious, and, you know, she wants baby here just as much as we all do. And every day she asks me, you know, are you in pain? You know, why is baby being so stubborn? And it's my first, and, you know, it's something that I never expected. Now, this kind of goes back to Sandy Midnight, one of my friends here on YouTube, where she asked me a few questions about, you know, what to expect or something like that. I made a video about it. I'll link the link down below of the video. And I guess this is like a really good kind of like rerun of one of her questions. I'll just have to write one of the questions here. And I guess this is something unexpected, you know, something that as a mom I don't expect, you know, being past my due date, the emotions that we go through. You know, when someone tells you that, oh, everything's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, but it's like the emotions that us as the actual mom, it's what we go through, and it's been very stressful. But I'm trying to stay calm because I think being relaxed and being calm will help the process a little faster. And that's what I've been trying to do. So yeah, for a lot of you guys who have been asking me on, you know, my networking channels, I am scheduled for induction on Monday, this coming Monday, the 16th, I believe, for 5 p.m. I guess I will let you guys go. I am 41 weeks, and I guess next time you see me, I will have baby as an update, and we will talk to you guys later. Okay guys, 41 weeks today, and this is how big she looks like. A lot of people said she's going to be an 8-pound baby, and I really think she is going to be an 8-pound baby. So, yep, this is just a quick update for you guys, and we'll see you guys in our next update. Bye!